What if one line in the Bible isn't incomplete, but deliberately unfinished? What if the story doesn't end because the story doesn't belong here anymore? In the book of Genesis, there is a man named Enoch. He lives, he walks with God. And then the text does something it never does anywhere else. It stops. No death, no grave, no explanation. Just this. He was no more because God took him. Taken where? Taken how? And taken for what? This is not the story of a man who disappeared. This is the story of a journey humanity was never meant to read in full. Enoch does not prepare for what happens next. There is no ritual, no farewell, no warning. One moment, the world is intact. The next, it is interrupted, not violently, not dramatically, procedurally, as if a decision had already been made elsewhere. The traditions agree on one thing. Enoch does not rise on his own. He is escorted. Figures appear. Not comforting, not cruel. Focused, precise. They do not ask permission. They take him, and the world he knew does not collapse. It simply falls behind him. The first places Enoch is shown are not heaven. They are boundaries. The edges where creation stops pretending to be natural. He sees chambers where wind is stored like ammunition. Vaults of snow and hail, sealed and guarded. Lightning, treated not as weather, but as a controlled force. Reality is not wild. It is managed. Pillars rise where the earth is anchored. Foundations hold the sky in place. The universe does not feel infinite. It feels engineered. And Enoch realizes something unsettling. Creation is not just made, it is maintained. He is shown the paths of the stars. Not poetry, not myth. Roots, schedules, rules. The lights in the sky move because they are commanded to move. Nothing drifts, nothing wanders. Even the heavens are under law. And if the stars obey laws, then disobedience is possible. Which is why the journey darkens. Enoch is taken downward, not into hell, but into containment. Pits cut into existence itself. Darkness thick enough to feel structural. Here, beings are bound, not punished in chaos, but imprisoned with intent. These are not human dead. They are watchers, rebels, entities that crossed lines they were never meant to cross. Chains are not metal. They are authority. And Enoch understands. The universe does not forgive boundary violations. It stores them. Then come the waiting places. Not one afterlife, but many compartments. Souls separated by category, by outcome, by unresolved judgment. This is not torment. It is administration. The dead are not lost. They are filed, waiting. And Enoch, still human, walks among systems that decide the fate of humans. That alone should have killed him. It doesn't, because the journey is not over. As Enoch ascends further, the environment changes. Light becomes aggressive. The air feels alive. The escorts slow, not out of kindness, but because what lies ahead does not tolerate proximity. Fire surrounds a structure that is not a building. It is a center. Order so dense it feels like gravity. Ranks upon ranks of beings, aligned, positioned, terrifying in their precision. This is not a throne room. It is a court, and Enoch is not a participant. He is a witness. Here, Enoch is not asked to worship. He is given work. He is shown what humanity is becoming, what corruption looks like when mirrored in the heavens, what judgment means when law is absolute. Then comes the assignment. Record, warn, transmit. His survival is conditional. He is allowed to see so that others may be told. And in some traditions, that is where the journey ends. In others, it goes further. Later traditions say Enoch does not simply return. He changes, layer by layer, realm by realm, until the human frame is no longer sufficient. The man becomes something else, a mediator, an administrator, a bridge between orders, not fully angel, no longer only human, a function, a name assigned to a role. Metatron. Whether symbolic or literal, the message is the same. The journey altered him permanently. Enoch returns, not as a hero, but as someone displaced. The world looks the same, but it no longer feels real to him. People move through their days, unaware, while he carries the memory of chambers, of courts, of systems, hidden behind the surface of reality. He tries to speak. He searches for words that might translate what he saw, but language collapses under the weight of it. He can only offer fragments. That creation is managed. That judgment is structured. That rebellion has consequences stored in darkness. Some listen and feel fear. Others mock him. Most do not understand at all. So Enoch begins to write, not to convince, but to preserve. Yet the more he remembers, the more distant he becomes. Familiar places feel artificial, like scenery, after seeing the machinery backstage. He realizes the cost of return. He brought knowledge back, but left belonging behind. As Enoch's words spread, they refuse to remain whole. One experience fractures into many interpretations. Some hear a moral warning and turn Enoch into a righteous messenger, exposing corruption. Others fixate on the structure of his journey, gates, levels, ranks, mapping the ascent as a sequence of realms. A human must survive, step by step. Later traditions push further, transforming Enoch himself into a function, a mediator, a recorder, an administrator of cosmic law. A new name appears, not as a man, but as a role. The story keeps changing, not because it's false, but because no generation can carry it intact. Each retelling preserves only what it can withstand. The rest is reshaped, symbolized, or lost. The journey does not disappear. It refracts, splitting into myths, into systems, into forbidden knowledge. None of them complete, all of them echoing the same impossible origin. Welcome to the Mystery Room.